You are tuned in to a Fireside chat with Zany Mystic. Join us now on another exciting metaphysical journey. Relax, tune in, drop out, and take a seat by the fire as we explore new realms and possibilities. This is Magenta Pixie. You can find me at magentapixie.weebly.com. But now, here is Zany Mystic and guest. Enjoy the show.
Greetings and welcome to a Fireside chat with Zany Mystic. Sorry about the delay, but the universe has simply dictated that we take a little break. Anyway, I'm your host, Lance White. Tonight, my guest is IVAN RADOS. IVAN was born in former Yugoslavia. He is an established and internationally recognized artist, energy healer, spiritual guide, and teacher. He is the author of the acclaimed book, Health, It's All About Consciousness, as well as the book, Create Yourself, Secrets of Self-Discovery and Healing with Sacred Geometry, and The Transparent Man, the Last Anti-manifesto about Transcendental Art. In his most recent book, he ties together time-proven wisdom about the source of health as it relates to consciousness. It's a wonderful book, so let's welcome IVAN now to find out more. Hi, IVAN. How are you?
I feel excellent, and how are you?
Well, I'm actually, to be totally honest with you, I'm recovering from a bout with diverticulitis, so reading your book is very timely.
You are actually saying that your body is recovering from it, but you are never ever, you can't recover from something because you are infinitely healthy right now, as you are. That's the book about.
Yes, look at how we think and speak and manifest through our words, and there's so many problems with our language, and of course that's right. First, I just want to say about your book that it's really outstanding, and it's a no-nonsense metaphysical guide without any sugarcoating for those who care to read it. Believe me, there's no pandering in the book.
Thank you very much. I mean, when I was researching the topic, but I have to tell you that I've been doing healing for a long time, and I started to research deeper to see what is the source of health. Is there any source of health? And so many circumstances, so many experiences in my own life, giving me the glimpse of something which is unimaginable, which is so infinite within us as the source of everything. So, and I just discovered, or put it this way, I rediscover the source of health, which is me, and who I am. I am that I am. Can you prove it? No. Can you find it? No. You can only be it. That's the mystery. So I am the mystery, so health is the mystery, and that's what being is, to be who you are, to be what you are, and where you are in the moment, as always. So health is infinite, so you are in infinite health always as you are in the moment, because you are the moment. So we can all go around and around in a circular way, but you are healthy as you are. But you can attach yourself to certain diseases, to certain difficulties, problems, stress, and worries. That's your choice. And everything is done by choices. So either you choose to be or not to be. If you don't choose to be, then someone else is choosing for you. That means disease in your life. That means separation. That means difficulties, problems, and all kinds of suffering.
Wow. Why is it so important to act in full consciousness to the extent that we can and attempt to see and limit our unconscious behavior?
Unconscious behavior, it's not our behavior. It is the behavior of others. Because others, they imprinted us with something that we are not. What's that we are not? It's the mind. And mind creates a certain personality, certain character. And certain character means expectations. It means fulfillment of certain desires, not imposed by yourself, but imposed by society, to behave, to be good, to follow like a sheep, and to take consensus as real. That's why we see this reality as, and we refer to this reality as consensus reality, because we all agree that's the only reality we believe as real. So health is the natural state of being. It is natural result of simply being in the now. Not being with others, not fulfilling others' expectations and desires and thoughts. So not being in the mind, being out of your mind. That's what health is. That's what consciousness is. That's the only choice we can make. If we don't make a choice to be, then society will make a choice for us what to be, where to be.
Boy, is that true. It seems like that's exactly what's happening. People are worshiping movie stars. Everybody's got a cell phone in their ear. Kids have Game Boys or whatever you call it. And there's an endless chatter all around us. One of my close friends used to say frequently, your mind is out to get you. This can be taken fairly literally, can't it?
Yeah. Whenever you find yourself with a disease, you are doing something unnatural to create it. Disease is not being at ease. You see, we live in disease society because the society in general is unconscious. It's full of wars, full of suffering, full of misconducts, full of conflicts. So whenever we found ourselves with the disease, we are doing something unnatural. By unnatural, I mean the balance with the whole is lost, diverting our natural flow. And when we examine the words, for example, holism, healing, and holy, all those words came from the word whole. To be healthy means to be one with the whole, to be in touch with one's own multidimensionality and its interconnectedness. As a part of the whole. That's what infinite consciousness is. And we are infinitely connected. So that's why I said you have to choose to be who you are in order to find what is missing in life. Health. And health is equal to love. Love is not sentimental, by the way. Love is all that is. It's total acceptance of who you are. And you are in love with who you are, and then you share that love with everyone else through compassion. So we are generally a society, uncompassionate society, because we are generally unconscious.
Yeah, absolutely right. And I know for myself it's taken 59 years to get to the point where I'm just beginning to actually have some self-esteem and love myself. And a lot of that comes through seeing loving my dog. And she's the mirror for me to allow myself to be. And that's kind of a sad state of affairs, but it seems that so many of us are self-judging and limiting and have no self-worth, which is, you talk about this all throughout the book.
That's right. I mean, we are all conditioned. That's called conditioning. And conditioning is a process of suppressing consciousness. Yeah. So you are suppressing yourself in order to be someone else. We're all born as expression of consciousness, without the mind. But when a child isn't, for example, accepted fully, unconditionally, when its actions aren't gently guided and they are not allowed to be, and the child is not allowed to be oneself, the mind starts to take the possession. Mind appears as a creation of the opinions of others. Somebody loves you, somebody hates you. Somebody accepts you, somebody rejects you, somebody say nice things about you, and somebody terrible things.
Mm-hmm.
In this way, the mind becomes a mirror of relationship. And that little child starts looking at a reflection instead of its authentic oneself.
Oh,
The child becomes unconscious instead of conscious. That's called conditioning.
Yeah.
So seeing itself from the outside rather than from the outside, you see, and comparing yourself with others. My neighbor, my cousin, my best whatever buddy in school, or Hollywood star. So we all are copycats. We all are clones of the society.
Oh, yes.
This is called unconscious state of being. In this conditioned state, we believe existence is full of suffering, conflict, pain, misery, and diseases. And that's not true. We all feed each other's consensus thoughts, which we aren't supposed to question. For example, have you ever questioned the doctor diagnosis? You have a cancer.
Mm-hmm.
We can't go against our conditioning. Society makes us feel guilty if we question someone's authority. You see what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And it seems that we're just being led by like cattle to the slaughter right now. I don't know if you could say that life on Earth is getting worse, or if this is some kind of moment of choice for all of humanity to either shit or get off the pot.
That's right. We have to reach the bottom in order to climb to the top. There's no way out. You have to understand the black in order to understand, the white. Diseases exist in our reality because we are standing back towards it, and we believe in it. The mind is freezing the energy. By facing diseases with our awareness, we will see that belief in disease is not serving us. It is simply imagination. And you find yourself, you realize the ridiculousness of keeping the belief in disease.
Yeah.
And then you bring consciousness into everything you do, everything you be. And then life becomes celebration. And life becomes easiness instead of diseasiness.
Oh, I love that. So that brings up the question of our being able to let go of our beliefs and simply be.
We can't really get rid of our beliefs easily, but we can understand the belief. And then you understand why do you believe particular belief. The belief will disconnect itself. You don't have to really, fight your belief. Because fighting your belief, you're fighting your mind. You're fighting your thoughts. And you are in conflict. And the mind will take over, and mind is winning and smiling and giggling behind and saying, I got you. So you can't really do anything against the mind. Against the mind means against the belief, against conditioning. You can only be aware, why do you believe such a belief?
Yeah.
And then and then there is indication, there is one indication. If the mind or if the belief is serving you, and you will know that by consciousness, then keep it. Then you will keep it. If the mind is not serving you, for God's sake, why you're keeping it? Then the mind will stop projecting, and then you can adopt another belief as a climbing reference. Then you will start climbing. You will start changing. You will start transforming into higher reality, the reality of higher consciousness. Then you will have much healthier choices instead of, repetitive, choices over and over and over again, asking yourself, why I'm stuck? You're stuck because you have unhealthy belief, and you believe that's the only belief you can have. Change it by being aware, why do you believe in such a belief? Simple as that.
And then you also mentioned that, you just said this, but another way that you said it in the book is that it's important not to fight with the mind, and that's similar to how we approach disease. We want to fight cancer or fight this disease or that disease, but that's the wrong approach.